Hello everyone, welcome to another project video. In today's project, we're going to talk about the space that we occupy on a paper or a canvas when we're working on our artwork. We use it all the time and yet we don't think about it that much. I'm talking about positive and negative space. Positive space refers to the subject or areas of interest in an artwork, such as a person's face or figure on a portrait, the objects on a still life painting, or the trees in a landscape painting. Negative space is the background of the area that surrounds the subject of the work. So, gather up a white paper and a color paper, pencil, eraser, and a black marker. Are you ready? Let's make! So, once you have figured out your spirit animal, bring your white paper and a paper with a different color. I picked black to have the highest contrast between the two, but whatever color you want to pick, it's okay. Then make sure both papers are the same size. So measure them up, put them up together, and if they're not, then cut the biggest one to the size of your smallest one. Then grab the paper with the color and then fold it in half and cut it up. We will only use 1/2 of this paper. So on that half of the paper of the color that you picked, you're going to draw the silhouette of the animal you choose. We talked about silhouettes last week. We said that it was just the edges of whatever subject we're trying to represent. When you have your drawing done, we have to carefully cut it all out. I made a little cut in the bottom of my paper so that I can move my hand freely as I was cutting away my silhouette. We need to glue both parts of the paper, so make sure to preserve them without cutting away anything. Now you have a positive space and a negative space. We're gonna start by gluing out the negative space first. It is easier to start with this part because we can align it with the top and side edges of the paper. I glued one side first and then carefully wiggle it around to make sure it is straight again on the top and the side. Then let's glue the positive one. This one is more simple to glue. Just glue it on the opposite side of the paper and try to make them match so they look at the same distance from each other. Now the fun part, at least for me. Actually, I think the whole thing is really fun if I'm being honest. So we're gonna fill out whatever was left blank with Zentangle patterns. For the space we created on the left, we will be filling on the positive space, and for the right, we are going to be drawing on the negative space. So in my case, it doesn't matter that the giraffe is black or white. The silhouette of my animal will always be the positive space of my artwork. Everything around is going to be the negative space. For the Zentangle part, you can find patterns like this all over the internet, or you can get inspired by the ones that I'm making, or you can check out the images that I've added on Schoology to gather more inspiration. But the simple rule to follow is just to make black and white patterns of lines and shapes. So have a lot of fun in this part and get creative. When both negative space are filled in, then you, my friend, are done. You have now a beautiful duality piece of artwork, and hopefully you have now learned a new technique to calm down and relax when you feel stressed. Once again, I thank you for allowing me in your time and your space, and I thank you for creating with me. I'll see you again next week. Bye!